Hi, we're at the magic table in the Naturalist Center, and this is really cool. You get to choose an object from behind the counter and put them on this little table and stuff happens. So I could pick many things. I'm going to go with this strange looking box here because I've never seen anything like this before. You put it on and it activates this flat screen, and it says touch the target to start an activity. So I'll touch it. And if you can't see it, what it's doing is it's telling me a little bit about that this was washed up on the North Carolina beaches and possibly from shells and sea glass. And it's starting a bit of a beach treasure for me. So there's a field guide in the corner, which I'm not going to press because I'd rather do the investigate. So it says observe, and it asks me, this may resemble a weird plant, but it actually comes from an animal. Take a closer look. What exactly do you think it is? So I have no idea what it is, but it's a big giant tube with almost skeletal-like or vertebrate-like rings that have little bumps on them. So I've made my observations and I'll press the button. So it says, what kind of animal did this object come from? And I have three choices: sea snail, eel, and fish. And I'm not actually sure, but based on my best guess, I'm gonna go with sea snail. And I'm right, look at that. So it says this object is sometimes called a mermaid's necklace, but it came from a kind of sea snail called a whelk. All right, so I'm gonna hit continue. And it gives me the next question. What part of the animal is this? And my choices are egg case, bone, and intestines. Now, it kind of looked like intestines, so I might want to go with that, but it could also be maybe an egg case. I'm not sure. Let's try. I am correct. Look at that. And it says, this long twisted object is a string of egg capsules. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that at all. Each disc or capsule contains many baby whelks. Again, I would have never guessed that. That's cool. Okay. Think you can identify the whelk species that made this? Look closely at the egg capsules. Are the edges smooth like a coin, wavy like a bottle cap, spiny like a burr? Well, it's hard for me to tell exactly. I might go with burr or bottle cap, but let's go with bottle cap. Excellent. Scrimped wavy edges are typical of a lightning whelk. And I'm going to hit results, and it tells me that there are 4 whelk species native to North Carolina. Next time I go beach combing, see if I can spot different kinds of egg cases. Lightning and knobbed whelk cases are the most common. That's really cool. So I've now done, I can press the field guide if I want, but I've essentially completed the activity. It gives me more information about this particular object. And this was interesting because I would call this a initiate response feedback style of interacting, where it initiated a question, asked me for a response, gave me a little feedback, and we cycled through it again. So not exactly classroom discourse or discourse, but not exactly transmissionist. So I think it's a pretty good way of engaging visitors without a human facilitator.
You know what happens when you pick it up? Does it disappear?
Oh, it's left a little...
If we put it there and we see a squirrel come up, maybe?
So it's left a little bit of a imprint here. This. Oh, sorry. And now we have the field guide about the squirrel.
And here we have a whole wall of objects that children can pick from, or adults.